today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. And the New York Jets taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. And folks, kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They're led by the number 2 overall pick in April's draft from BYU, the rookie Zach Wilson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the number 1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a number 1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in it. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry here for J.J. Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Jones. Complete, it's Henry. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. It doesn't always work out though.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 8. It's a big play that time by the Jets. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Carter. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Coleman. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
New England's offense set to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times?
There he goes, left side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jacoby Myers. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Braxton Berrios selecting to bring it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
They go play action now. Wilson, flush to his right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught by Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Coleman has it here right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it is the Kansas City Chiefs who will fight another week, as they were able to eliminate the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
The name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff, Stevenson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run once more with Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Jones now on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Caught here by Griffin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Again, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Myers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be complete to Stevenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Completes it to Aguilar. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. Dancing away at the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Quentin Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And Folks' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Braxton Berrios there to make the grab. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, they keep it on the ground, and again, it's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's a give to the fullback. That's Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now it's another carry for the fullback Johnson. And some room to work. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Here's Johnson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. This is Johnson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, past the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Wilson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.